is Mr. Jaylen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins. Got a nice chunk of money this offseason. Right now, he's going with the ADP 32.1. That is down 1.4 spots. Now, he played in 14 games last season, finished as a wide receiver 34. Now, here's the thing. We know he has some kind of injury, but since teams don't have to disclose injuries up until the regular season starts, we don't know exactly what he has. I mean, Anthony, if we know exactly what he has, you can let me know, but I don't believe we know exactly what he has. So we also don't know the significance of it. We also, with that being said, we haven't heard anything to articulate that he's not going to be on the field in week 1. So I think whatever he's got, they're just kind of holding him there and he'll be fine for week 1. But I will just say, we bring up about players often, we talk about, like, we brought up George Kittle and I'm just thinking of this now because Deebo Samuel's never played a full season. I know I'm a Niner fan, but it just comes to mind. There are other players out there who we kind of not criticize, but we keep an open mind to, well, this guy doesn't always play every single game. Waddle's kind of falling into that territory. So, Anthony, you're taking him at a pretty decent spot. Again, ADP right now, 32.1. What are your thoughts here on Jaylen Waddle? How are you handling this? I know there's a lot of excitement with the Dolphins offense, but what says you?
There's as much excitement as there is in the Dolphins offense. There's a lot of risk on the Dolphins offense because everywhere you look, there's an injury. Whether the injury history of Mostert, you got the rookie Jalen Wright dealing with something. People label Achane compact and injury prone. Tyreek Hill is dealing with the hand. Waddle undisclosed. The quarterback one concussion away from retiring. So there's a lot of risk here. The same with the Rams and all the injuries going on with that offense. I view these offenses high risk, high reward. But I'm back in on Jaylen Waddle. I don't love the cost, but what I love about this player is that he's relatively healthy. We don't know what this injury is. The last report that I've seen is that he's practicing in a red non-contact jersey.
Right.
He is taking some reps. So if he's taking reps, it suggests, hey, maybe it's not lower body. And I think if it's not lower body, he's probably going to be good to go for the season opener. Now, why do I like Waddle? Why am I kind of in on Waddle, the offense that he's in? And I said this earlier when I was talking about why I might be taking Jalen or Jamar Chase over Tyreek Hill is because the fact that Tyreek Hill is, I believe, 31 years old. They force-fed him targets last year to try to get him to that 2,000-yard plateau. His body broke down. Tyreek Hill's another guy. He always seems to be dealing with something but not missing time. Is this the year where maybe he starts missing time? He gets a little bit too banged up because of his age. And who eats if Tyreek Hill misses time? A healthy Jaylen Waddle. Now, you don't call Jaylen Waddle injury prone because the 2 seasons prior, 2001, 2022, he did not miss a game. And those 2 seasons, he was a wide receiver 15 in points per game in 2021. And then 2022, he was a wide receiver 12 in points per game. What is significant about that? Well, 2021, it was Waddle and everybody else. 2022 was the first year with Tyreek Hill. He sees fewer targets, but he was one of the most efficient receivers in the NFL, 75 for $116, 1,356 yards, 18.1 yards per catch, 8 touchdowns. So the efficiency took a step back, but he was still, even an inefficient Jaylen Waddle was at 14.1 yards per reception last year and 1,000 yards. And his touchdowns were cut in half. A healthy Waddle, I think we can get back to those 2022 numbers. And I don't often like a wide receiver 1 in round 1 and a wide receiver 2 in round 2. This is one of the few situations because of Mike McDaniel and the way they run this offense where I'm willing to take the plunge. We just need this guy to stay healthy.
Whom, by the way,